Yo, man, welcome back. We got another
Good.
episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy, in the building, and you got Jerry Jer. We got a special edition of that trade deadline. So, you know what I'm saying? Just to dive right on into it, man. So let's get on y'all first. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about y'all and the organization not making no moves? It was reports out there that the Rockets offered John Wall for Russell Westbrook and a pick, and y'all still ain't take it. So how did making no moves at all? You know what I'm saying? How does that sit well with you right, or how does that sit with you right now?
I accepted that like last week. Like like I've been saying, it's no way nobody's gonna take that. I mean, the Rockets were willing to take it, but in
They
the end, is it
didn't.
really worth giving up a pick? I think we were giving. I don't think they were giving us a pick because they kept. That's the reason why we wouldn't budge because they was asking for a pick and other stuff, and we just don't have no assets. So we, as a real Laker fan, as not a delusional Laker fan, we all knew that we couldn't get nothing in the trade. Nobody wants our garbage. Nobody wants what we got right now.
But I feel
We
like it was a big uproar
right
though. Even
violent.
though,
So,
yeah, I feel like it was a big uproar though. Like I felt like even though like y'all knew coming in like y'all had nothing but garbage, y'all had no assets. But when 12 o'clock hit, it was like, oh man, we ain't make no moves. It's like,
duh.
what did you expect to make? But go ahead.
Like I was in a lot of spaces today for sure. Just talking about the Lakers. I talked Lakers like for like 5 hours today, man. So I already knew for a fact we weren't getting anybody, and we can't. We Nobody wants what we have. We have a whole bunch of guys on veteran minimum contracts who've shown that like their best playing days are behind them. DeAndre Jordan, nobody wants him. Dwight Howard, nobody wants him. Kim Bazemore, no, I can go down the list. Nobody wants what we have. And the Lakers, it, they wanted to make a trade, but I just felt like the asking price was just too much. And just to sum it all up, no trade is better than making a dumb trade
I
because we could
mean, go ahead.
we could mortgage THT and then we be like, and then he goes up and goes crazy on every team he does, and it's been proven in Laker history that that's what usually happens once you trade somebody. So I just don't think they wanted to look back again on hindsight and do that again.
Yeah, like I said, I was just like it like I didn't see nothing out there for y'all, and just watching y'all in shambles right now is just a joy. It bringing joy to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Just y'all scrambling around trying to figure it out and just losing, and y'all lost to the Portland Trailblazers last night. It seemed like that was kind of like the breaking point for y'all. Really, like a lot of people got it was heartbroken for sure. But to skip on over to us, man, we went on ahead and we traded sticks. We traded sticks for
I need to
Tory. Yeah, we traded six for Torrey Craig, and how I feel about it, like I love Torrey Craig. I always call him, you know what I'm saying, TC right on time, like because that boy just he always on time. Like his like he don't always, you know what I'm saying, be consistent, whatever, whatever. But it's like whenever we need something, if it's a steal, a tip, a block, a shot, like he always on time. So it's just like I can't even get mad at that. But do I think that like and like stuff reflecting on it too, like I realistically we didn't have much assets either, like we had Sticks and Dario, so it's just like realistically like I was hoping for the best, but I was like, all right, like getting TC back, but I don't know if I'd have gave up TC for or I don't know if I'd have gave up Sticks for TC and a pick and a first round draft pick. I think that was a little bit too much, but it is what it is. I mean, I wish Sticks the best of luck, and then we ended up going to go get Drew Holiday little brother Aaron Holiday, and I'm like, man, we wanted the other brother, we wanted Justin. So it's just like, oh man, and he got traded right before whatever for I think he went to the Kings if I'm not mistaken. But
Yes.
but yeah, so just like I feel like I don't know, I got to see Aaron Holiday on the floor. I think that he brings defense. I think anything is kind of better than Elfrid Payton at this point. So it's like, all right, cool. Like as long as Elfrid Payton don't touch the floor, we gonna see how he do. I think I don't know if Torrey Craig necessarily fits like what we trying to do, but I think he is. At the end of the day, he's better than Sticks, and he's shown that, and he can bring the energy. He can be that spark plug that I feel like we need off the bench. And plus, he already got chemistry and stuff with the team, and he bring defense. So I'm not really too mad at that. But to go over to something else that was a little like okay, like the Bucks made a trade for Dante DiVincenzo and Serge Ibaka. So how did that make you feel, Jay?
Um. So I know a lot of Kings fans because my geography right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kings fans, they're like, yo, like we're actually making moves. like Sabonis, they like the Sabonis move now, I guess. Vincenzo adds another shooter to the team where they just traded away Buddy Hield and Tyrese. So I mean, they got a nice little shooter and a dependable, reliable guy in DiVincenzo. So I think that was a good move. It's gonna help the Kings. The Kings their trajectory compared to the Lakers right now is they might get past us. They might be past their rebuilding of 15 years. So it's good to see them trend in the right direction. So, but yeah, it's looking good for them, honestly, though.
I think, I was, like I said, I feel like after watching Milwaukee kind of dismantle y'all, I was a little bit more scared tonight. We got them a little bit later on, too, so we're going to stay tuned for that in the post game on that. But, like, them getting Serge, I was like, oh, man. Like, I think Bobby Portis was already an issue, and I feel like Serge can definitely cause a problem. I want to see how he fit in and kind of like how they use him. But it's definitely not good. I mean, it's definitely not good. And like I said, I want to see him again, and we just gonna have to match up and see what it is and see what it do and just try to figure it out there. And another the big trade was James Harden for Ben Simmons. So before we get out of here, so we're gonna talk about that. So I feel like Philly won that trade. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Philly won that trade. I feel like Joel Embiid and James Harden is a good fit for one another. I think that he kind of takes a load off of Joel Embiid, especially just in watching him lately. Is just like he just always get gas. He's tired and stuff like that because he runs the offense. He got to play defense, and then on top of that, you got to bang with the big. So that's definitely tiring and stuff like that. So James Harden can definitely take those shots off his hand, and then he can also play make too. He's an underrated playmaker. So I think it's a good move for the Sixers to go ahead and do that.
You say the Sixers won?
I don't know if I'd give up Matisse Thybulle, but
I'm gonna challenge that because look, if you look at the Nets roster from like top to bottom, the Nets, if they want to like get somebody else in there, not even a star, but like another solid player, they can definitely do that. They got Seth Curry, they got Patty Mills, Joe Harris is injured, but you can still trade him possibly. Kyrie only playing half the game, so I feel like at the end of the season when summertime hit, I feel like the Brooklyn Nets can make a lot of moves just based on what they have. You can build with KD, you can build with Ben, you can trade Kyrie and those four other guys I mentioned. So the Brooklyn Nets are another team that has good problems right now. They can. I feel like Brooklyn might have not. I don't want to say they won the trade, but they didn't lose the trade. It was fair. Like they got a right for somebody that didn't want to be there for sure. They still got to pay him, but then. They got a defensive upgrade in the lineup in Ben Simmons because we know he's a really, really good defender, especially an on-ball defender and in passing lane. So that's another upgrade for them. But and then another thing with Ben is that he's going to go to Brooklyn and he doesn't have to worry about scoring the basketball now. Now it's not like, oh, Ben, take the last shot. Nah, Ben, you got four other dudes around you that can hit that three-pointer. You just got to set them up. So I feel like he's in a better headspace now than playing in Philly. But yeah, I don't think neither team lost the trade. It was just a good, all around deal for both of those guys. So
it was fair. So like I said, man, we're gonna catch y'all, or I'm gonna catch y'all after this Bucks game, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk it and chop it up and see what it do. Hopefully we can get that dub. But till next time. Till next time, man. Peace.